Hello my planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing my Plan With Me video for the week of October 16th through the 21st. I decided that this week I wanted to use my inspiration piece of the Woodland Pals sticker sheet there. That is, I believe, from Joann's. I'm not 100% sure where I picked that up at. Pretty sure it was Joann's. And I wanted to use that and kind of create a woodland feel with those stickers. So before I get into the Plan With Me though, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an update on why I haven't really been loading videos regularly. And to be completely honest with you, I've just kind of lost my mojo lately. It's just kind of one of those things that I just go through every once in a while where really struggling to come up with just ideas and just really even the time to come up or sit down and actually do the Plan With Me's. But I was really I just sat down and I'm like, gotta just get this done because I really do want to continue doing my planner. And so that means I've got to get it done. So I really love how it turned out. Struggled through it, but I got through it and I love how it turned out. So I hope that you do too. First thing that I thought I'd do is just do a really quick flip through of what the sticker sheet looks like. It's pretty much all the same type of animals, just on different background sheets. And then I'm going to take this paper. You can kind of tell it has like an embossing on it. And it has kind of a tree like embossing on it. And what I thought I'd do was I just wanted to create a little tree here. So you can see I'm kind of just outlining the tree, and then I'm going to cut it. I kind of wanted it to make it so that it would cover up one of the columns in the planner. So I kind of made it a little bit thin. And then as I was going through, I'm actually not going to use it the way I originally intended to use it, but we will just watch me cut this out because I do end up using it, just not in the way that I had intended to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this cut. And again, I'm just using those cut lines, and then I'm just measuring it out and trying to, again, it's pretty raw, just cut it out and you can kind of see it's covers up that one column in the middle. And then I wanted to just make it look like there was branches coming out, so I just sketched out some little branches. And then I'm going to cut those pieces out as well. And once I do that, I'm going to do the other side. Okay, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and make sure that it was right on the edge of that top of the planner sheet, so I just trimmed that down. And then I wanted to go ahead and cut out that Woodland Pals little cover. So that's actually the cover of the sticker sheet, and I just wanted to use that because I thought it was really cute. So I just cut that little thing out, and then I also cut out some of the other pieces of the cover, which I'll show you in a second. All right, and then I wanted to make another tree on the other side, kind of try to balance them out a little bit, and made this one just a little bit bigger because I was thinking I wanted to cover most of the weekend. I do kind of offset it a little bit so it doesn't cover up Saturday all the way, but it covers up all of Sunday. And it's basically the same exact process as the other one. So I think I actually will skip through some of this. All right, so now I got the little pieces cut out, and then you can see there what it would look like if I actually did that, but again, I'm not going to do that. You'll see here in a second, I'm going to change it up. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and back up the white paper with something I wanted it to be kind of no white space in that area. So I'm going to just take strips here and actually cut down each of the strips because I do still want it to have the space. You know, I still want to have columns. You can see there I whited it out a little bit. because I thought I didn't want those black lines there, but then I completely changed up the whole entire design midway through. So, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean by that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get all these little pieces glued down. And I just did them one at a time because I, again, wanted to have some space in between each of the columns. And of course, even though I had the space in between the columns, you couldn't really see the black line very good. So I just went in with a really thin pen and just put a little black line in between it so that I could really see the difference between the columns. All right, so once I get that done, like taking forever to do this piece, hold on. All right, I'm again using my trusty glue dots tape runner to get that on there. And then I do the same thing with this side as well. And again, I just wanted to get each of them glued on because it's kind of hard to measure it out until it's actually glued on. I just found it a lot easier to glue each piece separately and then measure the cut so that I can make sure that I get a pretty good cut for each of the columns. This paper that I'm using, I know I didn't show it to you, but I've used it before. It actually is a paper pack that I bought last year at Michael's. I actually think I saw it this year again. It's really cool because it has like embossed leaf pattern on it. And I know you can't hardly see, you can kind of see it a little bit, but there's like an embossed leaf pattern on it. And I thought that would go kind of good with the whole forest thing that I was trying to create here. So, all right, so now I've got my big tree for the middle, and I wanted to cut off the top there just to line it up because I thought I was actually going to bring it all the way to the bottom of the page, but then I actually got inspired by the quote that's actually on this piece of paper, which is pretty much the first time I think I've ever actually left the quote in. I think I did it one other time that I've actually left the quote down at the bottom, and it says, falling down is part of life. Getting back up is part of living. And I actually was inspired by that quote. So what I decided to do, instead of put the tree on the one page on the Tuesday, I decided that I am actually going to make it look like it's falling down. So I just put it on its side and then I trimmed it up, and that's what I decided to do. Now I did put those leaf at the top there. I didn't really show you the process of doing that because I am going to be gluing those on later in the video, so I'll explain a little bit more about that. And then you can see here I'm cutting up the little fox. That actually came from the cover of the sticker sheet. And I also cut up the little raccoon as well. You can see there in the corner of the video. And then what I decided to do was I had some of these little confetti leaf, and I wanted to go ahead and get them on and cover up the dates. So I just took some of my micro glue dots here and I just stuck them on kind of randomly, not really random, and made kind of a leaf pattern. And then I'm going to put little numbers at the top just to kind of cover up my numbers, or put the numbers back in. I'll put stickers on there. And then once I get all of that done, I'm going to go ahead and glue on the tree there on the side and the tree on the other side that was falling down. I don't actually think I showed the part where I glued the other side on there, but I do show you how I glued that tree on. So just use some of my tape roller there, and I wanted to line it up on the top there, and I also wanted it to kind of be off the center of the boxes at the bottom. I didn't quite want it to be lined up with the bottom pieces, so I just offset it just a little bit, and then I moved it all the way over to the side. So there's kind of my canvas, and then I just had to punch the holes for the bottom there. And planner friends, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt this video to let you know there is no sticker time. You think I've done enough of these. You think I would push the button on recording when I record. The issue is what I do is I have everything on my phone, so I take my phone up and I pull my phone out and I make a little list of all the stuff that's on there so that I can specifically put stickers in place for the different things that I have. And then sometimes when I do that, I forget to push the record button. So that is what happened this time. I figured I'm going to go ahead and upload this video anyway, since it's been a whole week since I've uploaded, and I just feel like I want to upload it and share it with you because I think it turned out cute. So I'll just let you know this is kind of what I came up with. I put that little cut apart down here, a couple little stickers around, and then I have a bunch of stuff over here. So I think it turned out pretty cute, and now I just have to put in some of the items on my week. I have a fairly busy week this week. My son has a DMV appointment. DMV. I have a planning meeting for my foster Christmas party. Of course, I have my typical game day on Tuesday. And then I have a Bible study I just recently started again. It's called Impact. Okay, I have a foster ministry meeting on Thursday. A doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock on Friday. A planner meetup. Finally, I get to go to a planner meetup. I haven't been in weeks, it feels like. Can't even tell you the last time I went. We actually have a planner event at Disneyland, which I'm super excited about. Then I'm going to go ahead and work on my journaling card, and I think I might try to do a paper clip, but let's go ahead and see what happens. I might actually add another sticker here. I'm just going to look and maybe add some more stickers. I did decide that I wanted to cover up some of that space on Tuesday, as well as add just a couple more stickers. And I actually have a vacation day on Monday, so I wanted to document that. So I just used that staycation sticker right there. All right, so I'm going to work on my journal card now. So I just have this paper, and that came from the same paper pack as the leaf embossed paper, and it has acorns on it. And so I wanted to just do a little bit of layering here. So I cut a little piece of the scrap paper from the paper that I used on the planner, and I just went ahead and adhered that little cute little cut thing that I did. And then I'm just going to grab a journal card to put on the back. And I felt like I wanted to just do something really simple this week, so I just picked a journal card that has like kind of a wood grain on it, and it has just 5 different lines. I thought I could just document 5 different things that happened to me this week, and I'll probably add some kind of title thing at the top. And then that was that, and then I just put that on the side. And then I decided that I didn't want the white showing on the other side because I do want to have it hanging over just a little bit. So I just took some of that scrap paper and put that there so that you can see on the other side it is that paper instead of just white. All right, so I wanted to use this little owl for my paper clip, so I wanted to just cut that up, and that came again from that cover. And then the easiest way to make a paper clip is grab a Pop Dots glue dot and stick the paper clip on there and put the little owl on the back there. And then I just took one of the sequence leaves and I stuck it on the back, and I just pressed it together. and the paper clip kind of goes into the pop dot and sticks together. And that is what the finished product looks like. I really think it turned out cute, even though I struggled with getting it done. I'm so glad that it's done because I know that I will enjoy looking back and seeing this in my planner. So hopefully if you guys have inspiration issues like I have, that this will inspire you to keep creating in your happy planner, and I hope that you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.